Hey everybody, welcome to another video. And on this video, you're going to learn some cool thing about how to make the header sticky. Well, and other things. So today I got a question about how can we make the whole header, not just the main menu, stick to the top. Okay. So by default, it's very important that you know that by default, BD gives you the ability to stick the main menu at the top. Okay. That you need to go to settings, design settings, and I believe it's main menu design. Yeah, here it is, behavior, the one that's called behavior. By the way, if you type behavior here in the search, it actually shows you that there. Okay, so just to help you when searching. So you go to settings, design settings, general, main menu design, and here's the default one. The default one basically does this. It starts scrolling down, and you can see that my whole header just disappeared. Okay, the same as the rest of the content on the page. If I change that to stick to the top, it will move the main menu to the top, so it will be on top of my logo or whatever I have here. So if I refresh, you can see what I mean. Now it's at the top. If I scroll down, you can see that it just stays there at the top. There's a couple more, like stick to the bottom. Maybe you want the menu to be at the bottom, and stick to the top when I start scrolling, meaning when it disappears from the viewport. Viewport meaning the whole area that I can view at any time. So if I start scrolling down, you can see that the menu now sticks to the top. If I happen to move too much down, see? Okay. But what happens in the case that you actually want the whole header, the whole header to be, to be at the top? So in order to do that hack, you gotta disable this, put it standard, and I'm just gonna double check something here. Header, okay, beautiful. So we're gonna go to settings, design settings, custom CSS head, and you're gonna put dot header, and you're just gonna put here position fixed, meaning stay where you are, stay relative to the viewport. So I'm just gonna refresh, and obviously it needs more code, but I'm just gonna refresh it and see what I mean. Okay, now if I scroll down, the thing actually stays there. But you're like, wait, but it's broken. There's a huge piece here that's missing. Let's fix that. Let's put a right, so it sticks to the right too, 0, and let's refresh. It should be fixed now, right? Oh, oh my God, now it's broke all the way here. How do we fix that one? We just fixed the right side. We gotta fix the left side. There you go. You're smart. If I refresh now, we got the whole sticky situation up there. So if I scroll down, see, the whole header stays there. Okay, awesome sauce. Some people, some people might want the footer to stay there because of the information, because of, I don't know, something. Because I know this one's called the footer. We're just gonna put it here. I'm just gonna copy this because I'm lazy. And I also want to make the video shorter. So I'm just gonna do this. And you're gonna be like, awesome, it's gonna stay at the bottom. No. By default, when you make something sticky, meaning fixed, it defaults to the top. It assumes that you want it to the top. So if I refresh this, the footer and the header will be like merged together into a freaky monster. See? So what we want is actually to tell the footer, hey, you're gonna be sticky, but you need to be sticky at the bottom. So I'm just gonna refresh this, and now you got a sticky bottom, sticky top. If I do this, you can see that only the content between them is actually moving. If my page was longer, I will be able to make the footer um, stick there forever, and the header too, and all that. Now, why didn't BD give you the ability to do this? Well, for for starters, it looks horrible on the phone. And depending on the size of the logo, the slogan that you put here, the other things like the Google Translate, which is a horrible looking thing that Google has there, and other things that you put here, it will swallow more space, especially on the phone. So let me show you what I mean with the phone. If we go here, you can see, well, that's a search, but you can see that this footer, and let me just, I mean, the header, let me remove the footer so it doesn't look so weird. Okay, I'll refresh, and you can see that just the header like this is sucking up all that space. There's some tricks that you gotta do here, like pushing the padding down for this. Uh, BD does offer you this. Let me see where they have this spacing for this. Yeah, I think it's this one. So I'm just gonna exaggerate the sizing here, and that might help with this. There we go. Okay, there you go. So it looks like this. But what happens if you have more things enable in the header? So let's enable the Google Translate. I hate the Google Translate. It just looks horrible. It doesn't adapt to the theme. So now we have, see, now it's consuming this space. But what happens if you add more things like this display social media icons and stuff? We just refresh that. So see, now it's consuming even more. So in order for BD to tackle this, there's too many variables that they gotta handle. Okay, so if you want to do this to your site, you also have to take into consideration what elements you actually want to show here. That's actually trivial because we could create a JavaScript here or something that disables certain things if you make it sticky. Okay, but it's you that will need to do this as the owner. So again, I'm gonna go back to the default one here. You can see I have a sticky menu. Okay, that maintains the logo and all that, and the same principle that I'm talking about with the header applies with the footer. Okay, so if you have a lot of content on it, it's the same UX or design things that you gotta take into account. Look, that's how big the footer is on the phone. It's so big that basically overlaps the whole page. This is something that you don't want to do. Okay, let me put it like this. So hope the video helped in a couple of things in determining if you actually want to make the whole header sticky or the footer or both or a specific area or a container. Like this is a container, this whole thing here is a container, another container, something that you wanted to stick with. Remember that any social, any share, or I don't know, it's something like that. You can create your own by doing a sticky situation like that. But here's just a quick example for you to make the whole header sticky, the whole footer sticky, and to take into consideration from the point of view of the user experience and the amount of percentage of the viewport that sticky area is going to consume. So here, it's not that bad. Okay, we're talking about 1/6, 1/7 of the whole area. But if this was bigger, the header, then basically you're taking space from things that you want your visitors to actually see more or focus on. Okay. Yeah, that's about it. So this is the trick. Now you're a hacker. Think positive and big hugs as always. Bye.